Guys, back with the FITAID morning show, and we have all the rock stars here. And one of them actually fell out. One of the guys from Team MisFit fell out. So they brought in the secret weapon. If you don't know who this is, Chandler Smith, shaking up the world of CrossFit last year. We'll get into that in just a little bit. But the head guy in charge, the coach, Seth, put this team together. What me and Jackie were talking about before was a lot of different programs kind of take great athletes and just refine them a little bit. Yeah. But you guys actually take misfits and make them awesome. What's the formula? Everybody wants to know.
I don't know if there's any one formula to this. We were fortunate to start working with the crew that we had down in Houston, and with our dedication and passion to the sport and finding people that matched it or probably give way more than we would ever give them back to us and their effort. They just show that anyone that has some sort of background in sports or fitness, if they want to commit to something serious in a new budding sport like CrossFit, they can break out. It's not too late for people who haven't started up yet. Jordan went from not qualifying for regionals 2013 to making it to regionals 2014 and winning the region. So you can still make these really crazy jumps. You just got to find the passionate people, that coaches that give a shit about the sport and not so much about making the money, can spend the time on these athletes, and then the athletes who really want to be there and don't give you a bullshit excuse about why they're not training are in the gym doing their job. It works.
Well, that's what I was saying. I go, your branding's so fitting, and at the same time, you guys have such dedication on both ends. Your athletes and your coaches actually give a shit. You know, and I think that's why you guys have been so successful. You guys are down here, calls you guys up, you're coming down to Wodapalooza. Who's your dream team? Who was your original dream? Like, if you guys were like, we're going to put together a team, do you have the team you wanted?
We definitely have a good team right now. We went back and forth a little bit, deciding what team we wanted, whether we were going to join other teams, and then finally we decided, like with me, Travis, and Roy, we're all pretty good friends, and so and luckily we're all really fit. So we were like, hey, we could go win this. Yeah. And so we were like, this is the team. We all have really good strengths, and there's not much weaknesses there. So, and we all know how to go really hard in a workout. So it would be that was our dream team to start with.
Well, I've seen you guys compete so much. I mean, you guys are unbelievable athletes, both individual games athletes. You were an ass hair away from making the games.
I was at least 2 ass hairs away from the game.
2 ass hairs away.
Yeah, but more like
so close, though.
No, I kind of crapped the bed on day 3, so not really. But
going head to head with the fittest man in the world, and people are like, holy shit, who's this guy?
I still lost that, so.
But at the same time, it's like what I think is probably the best program in CrossFit, in fitness right now. They're like, hey, we need a third guy. What's going through your head?
I was super. The decision was the easiest decision I ever made. When Travis sent me a Facebook message, I was like, I had to ask the agent to make sure it was okay. But anytime you get a chance to work out with guys who are better than you, that's where the growth is made. So getting a chance to work out with 2 guys who are as much better than me as those 2 are is like that's how you get better. That's what's going to push me to be my best. So it was a really easy choice.
And 2 rock stars like yourselves, one of your players drops out. How'd you come across him? How'd you come across Chandler?
So I sent out a couple Facebook messages. Chandler got back to me faster than everybody, pretty much. He was really into doing it. The dude really wanted to win one, and his skill set complemented Roy's perfectly almost. He pick up any slack Roy could do except probably a 1 rep max power snatch, because Roy has like a 400-pound power snatch. So,
shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not even joking either.
So who are some other people that you actually shot Facebook messages?
Jacob Hepner, Zach Carachetti, Sam Quant. Pretty much everybody ever.
So you guys are one workout in. Where are you guys sitting?
We're sitting in second right now. It was a nail biter going between us and Team Zevia, which is Brent Fikowski's team. They edged us out at the very end. But we're in second. We're happy with that. Honestly, if we were just top 5 each workout, we got this.
Last year for the games, what was the final count of athletes that you guys sent over there?
I don't know. Am I supposed to keep track of stuff like that?
You're the head coach. I think you should have some some knowledge on who went.
We had a
Don't act
handful
like you don't
of,
know.
Oh, wow. Calling out Jordan. We had a handful of individuals. We had 4 teams, some masters, some teenagers. But one of the things that was the coolest for us, at least for me anywhere, at the games last year, very happy with my individuals, very happy working with Alexis Johnson. She made it for the first time. But one of the things we do with MisFit Athletics is we do training camps around the world. As you know, you've been to several. You think they're a great time, right? They're fun.
I'm trying to recruit other people.
We've gone to several gyms and tried to like instill our community and our the way that we expect athletes to work and how they understand the sport and how they focus on the sport. And 3 of the gyms that we did camps at that year put teams together for the Open and for regionals and qualified for the games for the first time, just kind of by coming together, finding their, getting in sync with each other, training the way they need to train, focusing on things they need to focus, and now they're games teams after us going and trying to work with them and trying to instill some of our beliefs into them. And that to me was like bigger than even an individual, because individuals, you know, they're all unique, and some of them make it some years, some of them don't, some of them are better than others. But when you can put a team together of 6 where everybody has to be a part of it, nobody can hide, and you can make that community kind of soar like that, that's huge to me.
Yeah, I mean, like you guys put a lot of faith into what they give you and what they do. Where's that come from?
Proof that over the past years.
Yeah.
I mean, I jumped on the MisFit bandwagon back in 2013, I believe, November, and it took me like 6 months of doing the program religiously, day in, day out, working hard, going from 20th place at local comps to winning the region that year. And after that, I think Travis was kind of on board as well.
Yeah.
And, we both made the trip to the games twice now following the MisFit program, and it's a good program mixed with hard work.
Yeah.
And that's the key.
I mean, you guys are shaking up the world of programming. When I started CrossFit 5-6 years ago, you heard about Outlaw and Invictus and all this stuff, and you guys came along, and now it's like everybody talks about MisFit. How's that make you guys feel? Because you guys are kind of driving that culture.
I mean, it's awesome being in one of the bigger programs that there is, and kind of trying to be the face of it.
Yeah.
And it just makes you feel good about what you're doing. You work hard, it makes other people want to work hard too.
Yeah. Especially for you two. I mean, do you guys feel like you carry a lot of the brand on your back? Because you guys are top level. You guys are right there every time. Like, I was watching you at the games last year, and I'm like, I mean, this guy, you're a MisFit guy. I mean, I've seen you at every camp, and you guys are the face of the brand. So,
it's really special, actually. It really is, because we started. I remember starting, and there was like 15 guys following the blog. Yeah. It really was, and
yeah.
it was cool because I just I liked working out. I wanted to work hard, and there was a good program to work hard with. And then all of a sudden, really successful 2014 year. Going into 2015, it was we had the ball rolling a little bit, and then boom, we got another games athlete there.
Yeah.
And then Alexis makes it in 2016. We have teens making it, and people, it's crazy because most people I don't get recognized at competitions mostly for my games appearances. It's hey, you're a MisFit.
Yeah.
And that's really cool
Yeah.
because I remember where MisFit started, and that's cool to see where it's grown, and that feels good.
I mean,
So one of the things, I think you said it beautifully, saying kind of like they carry the brand on their shoulders, and they do. And one of the things that I attribute our success to is their personalities and them just being good people. Like, they're super open with taking pictures with fans. Like, at the games, I don't know how many times I had to stop and take pictures for Travis with fans just nonstop. And same with Jordan, the years he was making it, and he's going to make it back again this year. And just their personalities really sell the brand to people, because people want to be around them. They're funny, they're over the top, they're outgoing. It's a big part of being part of the culture.
yeah. And I think you guys definitely have two different types of personalities. You're obviously,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We agree on everything.
So now knowing you have two great guys who have two different polar opposite personalities, and you've created this brand, how does that make you feel that you have these two guys kind of leading the charge for your brand? They're two totally different guys, but at the same, both great guys.
I couldn't be happier. It's awesome. I mean, we do everything we can to, now that Jordan's kind of moved up to Maine, we work with him every day, and we do everything we can to see Travis as much as possible and the rest of the team. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people here that are on the team that we do the same thing. We try to instill our culture on them because we know we can't reach the world, so we need guys like them and girls to, spread the culture, spread the community around. It can't be on my shoulders. I can't do it.
Is there ever a time where they're going to interview one of your athletes and you're like, maybe we should give them a Jordan and not Travis?
Yes, every time.
So do we have a new misfit? Do we have a new misfit here, or what's he doing? I'm just going to throw him under the bus.
We've got a new misfit
I've been
friend.
working a lot with Coach Chandler Smith, and hasn't been the worst.
I haven't heard of him. Who is he?
Coach Chandler Smith. He's a very handsome coach, known for his looks and wit. So
More for his looks, not for his program.
yeah, the programming sucks. Honestly, like with the job, I would like to work with a coach, and obviously I've been following. I mean, when I met you 2 years ago, I know about MisFit, and I tried to follow in the past, but it's tough with how much stuff we miss. Like yesterday, I didn't get to do workout in the morning because we were out in the field. It's just like I would feel like I'd be missing so much of the program, and that's tough to do correctly. But I know when I'm done with this, I'm trying to find a spot. Like Houston's a place I'd be looking at to work out Travis, but like somewhere where I can just focus on making it to the game. So
Don't go to Maine. It's cold up there.
There's no chance of going to Maine.
Well, listen, guys, thank you guys so much for coming on the show. You guys are one workout in, sitting in second. Got the rope climb next. What are you feeling?
I'm feeling like hopefully one of those guys are good at double unders.
We're going to go out, we're going to execute, and we're going to go as fast as we can, and whatever happens, happens. There's no doubt in my mind we're going to be in the top 6 or 7 of the workout, if not the top 2. So,
who are some other teams that you guys see out here that you're like, they're gonna give us a good pushback?
Honestly, there's a lot of good teams.
Yeah.
I mean, when we were getting corralled for our first event, I just looked down the aisle. I was like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of really talented athletes out here, but it's just, it's a team thing. You got to have 3 good athletes, really
now,
good
you
athletes.
guys have done Wodapalooza before, correct? Well,
yeah, I've done individual 2015.
And you've never done it before. So now you guys have kind of seen it grow. I mean, this is the biggest it's ever been. I'm sure next year it's probably going to be twice the size. It's cool to see this brand grow. And as the brand grows, the competition gets more and more stiff. It's like every year they start putting these super teams together. Do you look forward to this more than you do the games because you get to compete in a different way?
I think this is the most fun competition of the year because there's really no stress to it or anything. Doesn't matter where you finish. Obviously, we're out here to win, but we're going to have a really good fucking time doing it too. So,
any last words, gentlemen?
No.
Just glad to be here.
Well, hopefully, I mean, today's the first day of competition. Sunday, maybe we'll get to interview you guys again after you guys win. Take home the gold. FITAID's pulling for MisFit. Anything else?
Just Fikowski sucks, so that's my sign off there.
Okay, honorary MisFit for the weekend and as much as you want now.
There we go. That's the only thing we're missing in the fitness space. More shit talking.
we need more shit.
I mean,
Yeah, and I think you're the guy
There's
for
not
it.
much question. We're going to win. We have this.
I've been trying to.
We need to stir this pot.
I've been trying to stir the pot for 2 weeks now, and nobody's biting. Nobody's biting.
coming back at you.
We're getting a couple. I got Tominski, a little bit of him. I got Chandler in on it, and then suddenly he's on my team. So
I really think it's just because they know we're going to win. There's no point. They're going to win.
That's what I'm talking about.
Are we going to take this in? Are we going to take this home?
We wouldn't be out here. We wouldn't be out here if we weren't going to win the thing. So,
Boys, well, we're pulling for you. Day 1, day 3, we'll be sitting back here with the crown.
Absolutely.
Nice. Thank you, boys.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Thank you, guys. Well done, Coach. Well done, gentlemen.